Hello and welcome to another video. In this video I'm talking all things Big Finish Day 7. So this video will be me covering merchandise I picked up from Big Finish Day 7, the Who tubers I met along the way, and some Big Finish guests and some Doctor Who stars. Oh, amazing. Just a quick note, I will be putting all photos of the event at the end of the video, so if you want to see the photos of me and some of the guests and that sort of stuff, then that is at the end. So without further ado, let's go and look at the first thing that I'm going to talk about. I don't know what I'm going to talk about first, so we'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the event itself. So obviously I had to get up pretty early for this, so I got up at 5 o'clock and I left the house at 6 and got to the actual event at 8:30. So first thing I did was book a ticket for a photo shoot, which I will show you in a minute. Here is the photo. Obviously it's just that at the moment for you guys. And then I bought some Big Finish, which you will see later on. So after that there was a panel with Jason Hill Gallery, Nicholas Briggs and David Richardson, where they showcased some exclusive trailers which were released on the Big Finish website the same day, which was Doom Coalition, Prisoner and an updated Unit Extinction trailer. What are my thoughts on the trailers? Doom Coalition was a bit underwhelming, but if you want to know my full thoughts on that trailer, check out Big Finish Fans 6. As for the Prisoner, it sounded pretty good. It's not a thing I'm going to be buying, likewise with Unit Extinction. So after that panel finished, I went and had my photo shoot with Richard Franklin, Katie Manning, Annika Wilkes and Colin Baker. If you can see that, obviously that you'll see a scanned-in version at the end. So yeah, I quite like that. Of course, the main reason I went was to meet Katie Manning, and I finally did that. Yeah, typical 10th Planet. They were delayed with the photo shoots, like they were 10 minutes behind. Yay for organisation there. If you've been to Dare of the Doctors and Big Finish Day 6, you'll know that they're not very well organised, but still, they get it done. So after that, I'm just having a quick look. I didn't see any of the other panels, sadly, because I was too busy looking to find guests, and I was busy with the YouTubers, TJ Productions and Train Fan, who I had a lovely chat towards the end of the event with Train Fan, and me and Tom just potted around. And obviously, if you saw the Periscope video and you've been on the Big Finish website and the Facebook page, you might see a picture of me and Tom in front of the TARDIS, so we're Big Finish famous. So that's the event. It's a brilliant event. I would recommend the event just to get cheap Big Finish, really, because most of the audios are £5. Before I go into the audios, what I did get, I thought I would show you some of the stuff I got signed by the Big Finish people and Doctor Who stars there. Okay, on to the guests that I met. So the first guest I met was Katie Manning, who I'm really surprised that I haven't met her. I mean, I've been wanting to for such a long time. I mean, back in Birmingham Comic Con, she was meant to be going, but she pulled out, which was a real shame. But I finally met her, and she's lovely and mad as a hatter. We had a nice chat about John Pertwee and acting, and it was just nice, really. And she's such a lovely person to meet. I mean, she gave me a hug. What's not to love? Because Katie Manning is such a lovable person. She's absolutely brilliant. And if you get the chance to meet Katie Manning, really do go for that opportunity. And of course I got the mega signed, my favourite John Pertwee audio, my favourite Big Finish audio of all time. Another person I met was Jamie Robinson, the person who, Robertson, who does the sort of music for Big Finish. Really nice guy, actually, nice and friendly, and I had a nice chat with Tom Webster, who does most of the Big Finish Doctor Who artwork, which is really nice. And I mentioned that his sort of YouTube channel, what he does with his friends, the RH Experience, which is really good if you're into sort of improvisation, because it's all improvised comedy. Then I met India Fisher and Lisa Greenwood. India Fisher, she is really nice to me. I got The Girl Who Never Was Signed and The Last Adventure, which I'll show you in a minute. Really nice to talk to. She was sort of asking, how long I've been into Big Finish, and I've got a lot of treats left in store yet, and that people are going to be jealous that I've got so much to listen to still, which is really nice. She was a really nice person to meet, actually. If you get a chance to meet India Fisher, really do. Then we have Lisa Greenwood. she's really friendly as well. They're all really friendly. You know, but she was saying, you know, pester Nick to bring Flip back, because I mentioned that Flip is, you know, probably one of my favourite Big Finish companions, and I love Flip to bits. It was really nice to meet her, and I had a really good photo of India Fisher and Lisa Greenwood, which you'll see at the end. So there we are. And I'll quickly show you the last adventure now. So I got the last adventure signed by Matt Fitton, who wrote my favourite story from the set, Stage Fright, and he was really nice to talk to, because he said it was a real treat to write this story. If I can get the other two. There we are. We've got India Fisher there, who signed it, and Lisa Greenwood. Really nice people. So now let's go on to the Big Finish, what I bought at Big Finish Day. Okay, so now on to the most exciting part of the video, I guess, me showing you the Big Finish I got there. What does this mean? This definitely does mean that there will be a Big Finish collection video coming very soon, because I did say after Big Finish Day 7 I will be doing an updated Big Finish collection, because I haven't done one since January. So let me showcase some of the audios what I got. So I got some 6th Doctor and Charlie audios, because after listening to the Red House, I thought it'd be interesting to see how it all began. And I got a bonus release, which is the return of the Crotons. Now, I like the Crotons as a story with Pat Troughton. I just think it's a good story, and I'm interested to see how they work on audio. And it seems like it's going to be a fun story. It's only an hour long, so it's not a story to be taken seriously, so it's going to be an interesting fun story to listen to. So there we are, Return of the Crotons. Next up we have Where It All Began for the 6th Doctor and Charlie, The Condemned. Now this sounds like a fantastic story. I really do like the sound of this one, and I think that it's got a character from The Crimes of Thomas Brewster in. I think it's one of the police people. So there we are, The Condemned. Then we have Brotherhood of the Daleks, which is a sort of a twist on the Daleks, and is sort of set after the Red House. I think that's where the Red House locked in after or before Brotherhood of the Daleks. So this sounds interesting. Be interesting, Charlie and the Daleks again, whether she will let that slip that she's faced with Daleks before. There we are. Another story by Eddie Robson, The Rain Cloud Man. Yeah, quite a weird cover on this. I don't know too much about this story, so I'm going to go in this one quite open, because I don't know much about it. And finally, I got The Doomwood Curse. Now this story sounds really good. I mean, the story sounds really good. It's historical, and it just looks fantastic, and I'm really excited about that. So that's the 6th Doctor and Charlie audio. So now we'll move on to the Companion Chronicles, what I got. I got Find and Replace with Joe and Iris Worldtime, so I think that'd be quite interesting, those two characters meeting. Another 3rd Doctor one, The Magician's Oath. I like the sound of this trailer, but obviously I didn't get it when the sale was on, but I finally got it, so I'm really excited, because I'm getting into the Companion Chronicles now, which is good, because I sort of overlooked them because they're not full cast, but I'm slowly getting into them. Now we have some 1st Doctor Companion Chronicles. We have the start of the Stephen trilogy, The War to End All Wars, which links in with 2 other Stephen stories from the 1st Doctor Companion Chronicles box that I don't have yet, so I'm planning to get that to listen to the other 2 stories from that trilogy. So yeah, it's quite an interesting one, really. Then we have a trilogy, the Sarah Kingdom trilogy, starting off with Home Truths. Now this looks like a really creepy story. Apparently it's got some fantastic twists, and it looks very atmospheric, so this looks like a fantastic one by Simon Gurrier. Next up we have The Drowned World. Again, looks quite an interesting story. Cannot wait to listen to that. Then we have the final one, The Guardian of the Solar System. Now I couldn't find this at Big Finish Day 7. I was looking in the boxes, and then I looked right in front of me, and there it was. I was a plonker. Then we have some early adventures to complete that off. I didn't get this story to begin with because I didn't really like the sound of it, because it was Dr. Light, and because there was a deal on, I thought I might as well get it. So there we have The Ordinary Life, and the newest early adventure, The Yes Men. Yet to listen to this. I'm really excited by it because apparently it's Simon Gurry's best script, so it's got quite some exciting things. Then the final sort of bunch of audios I got was The Lost Story, so I got Massive of Luxor, which I think is a bargain for £5. Yeah, the sort of was originally going to be the closing story for season 1, so this is going to be quite interesting story to listen to. Another First Doctor one what I got was The Dark Planet. This one sounds yet another good one. I don't know where this would fit in with the other First Doctor stories. So yeah, I'll be quite interested to listen to that. Next up we have Power Play. Now this seems like quite a dark story about nuclear bombs and all that, and it sees the return of Victoria Waterfield, so be interesting, that one. And finally we have The Queen of Time, the sort of celestial toy maker version, the second Doctor version, so that'll be quite interesting. Then I did get 2 other audios when I got back home. My subscription audios arrived, Terror of the Sontarans and Crisscross. So there we are, quite a few big finishes I got that day. So thank you very much for watching this video. Yeah, so collection video will be up very soon once I've got round to filming it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video.